Hello, Geeks and Gamers. Matt Lemke here with Through Gamer Goggles, and we're at Gen Con 2014. I said 2014, not 15. I've been doing that all day. And we're at the Cryptozoic booth, which is booth number? You don't know?
It's
right by the
601, maybe?
Right,
yeah, 601.
As soon as you come in the doors, hang a left. And we're going to talk with Matt Hyra. Yo, Hyra.
Hyra, yeah.
I thought that was an S. See, I can't see. I'm getting old.
It's all right.
And he's a game designer. What did you do before Cryptozoic? Anything or?
I got started actually in the gaming industry in 1996 at Wizards of the Coast for a while, and then it was Upper Deck for a while, and then since 2010, Cryptozoic. I'm the lead board game designer for Cryptozoic.
Very nice.
And we've been going strong ever since.
So what have you designed?
Sure. Maybe talk about the brand new stuff? Or...
Yeah, let's go with the new stuff.
Sure, yeah. So some of the new stuff, we have several products that are debuting at Gen Con, like never before have been for sale. Some of these are like airshipped over and the rest will be on the boat. So let's start out with Lord of the Rings, Return of the King deck building game. That is one I designed, and that concludes the trilogy. And that is for sale. That is our most limited quantities here, so that's going to sell out by Saturday. Make sure you come on by. It's awesome because you've got the path of the ring. The ring actually moves towards Mount Doom, but the bad guys try to move it away from Mount Doom. And if you don't destroy the ring in time, there could be consequences. Let's just leave it at that. Next up is a game right behind me, the Naruto Shippuden deck building game, also one that I designed. And it's part of the Cerberus line. It's Cerberus Anime. It's a little bit different. It's got a new resource. Well, power is still the main resource like our other deck building games, but there's an additional resource called Chakra that you use to power up your hero and power up some of the cards that you play. So that's a fun one. Next up is Bravest Warriors cooperative dice game, another game I designed. It's weird. All my games are coming out like right now. Other people from the company also design games, but theirs have come out at different times. All of mine are coming out right now.
You planned it for Gen Con,
I did not, actually. Return of the King actually was supposed to release like 6 weeks ago, but anyway. Bravest Warriors cooperative dice game. You've got 1 to 6 players. You have encounters and events. You also have portal cards. If you saw the Sugar Bellies episodes of Bravest Warriors based on the Pendleton Ward animated series on YouTube. Same guy who does Adventure Time. And that's a cooperative dice game, and it's really cool. Another game that is just coming out now, for sale for the first time, is NHL Hockey Team Building Game. It's like a deck building game, but and it uses the same mechanics as Cerberus, but more simplified. And also, you don't count victory points on the cards that you buy. You shoot on goal, and other players try to defend the goal to help the goalie, and so it's kind of a back and forth. So that's a fun one if you're into the sports stuff. What else? Oh yeah, lastly, we have, actually not quite lastly, we have also the Walking Dead Don't Look Back competitive dice game. So this is Walking Dead. You can play as one of the survivors, and different locations. It's kind of a tower defense meets Yahtzee meets Farkle. So
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, you're trying to kill walkers by rolling, dice. There's 6 different sectors, and you've got to roll the dice where the walkers are to kill them. So if there's a bunch of walkers in sector 4, you want to roll a lot of 4s. Also, if they get inside the location, like the farm or the prison, then you want to roll straights to kill them when they're inside. So there you go. And that's a competitive game, unlike some of our cooperative Walking Dead. And lastly, we have 2 expansions that are not standalone. One is the Crisis DC Comics deck building game Crisis expansion. That adds a cooperative element to our competitive DC game, so it becomes 100% cooperative. You're working together to beat the Crisis cards and to beat the archenemy, or the supervillains. Yes, so that's fun. And the other expansion is the Desolation of Smog expansion to the Hobbit deck building game. And that makes the game, it basically, you continue the game. Instead of making it like a brand new start from the beginning, you actually you continue your deck right from an unexpected journey into a Desolation of Smog. And there are rules so that it doesn't just add an hour to the game. It only adds like an extra 15 minutes to the game, but you still get the full experience. You basically play with a couple fewer loots at a different area. So Hobbit came out about a month ago. It uses a loot system of bosses, basically. So you just remove a couple of those, and then you get to play Desolation of Smog without adding a whole lot of extra time. Just a little bit of extra time. So there you go.
So what's your favorite game mechanic?
What is my favorite game mechanic? Boy.
It doesn't have to be from your games either.
Yeah, like favorite all-time game mechanic?
Yeah, why not?
I guess some of my favorite games have included like Robo Rally. I really like the, reveal your cards at random and see how you interact with other players. Another classic all-time favorite of mine is Tigris and Euphrates. It has some really bizarre, it's kind of an esoteric tile placement game, but its combat and internal and external conflicts are pretty unique. That's a Reiner Knizia game. So, and Robo Rally is a Richard Garfield game. So I mean, there's two big names right there, right? So
yeah,
I'll just drop some names, I guess.
Yeah. Volt is kind of like remember Rock'em Sock'em Robots?
Yeah, Rock'em Sock'em.
Yeah, Rock'em Sock'em.
Yeah.
It's a board game version, sort of.
Oh, really?
Where you hide your movement and stuff.
Okay.
So you might like that.
Not bad.
It's simple. I think six and up can play it. So what about the future? What do you got? What do you got working that you want to share?
Future. Well, several of the games I just mentioned, like Bravest Warriors and Don't Look Back, those don't even release till the end of the month. But we are working on a secret DC expansion that's not a Crisis expansion, but it's also not a big box expansion. And this is the first that's ever been mentioned in public, so we're not going to say any more on it right now, though. Also, the next DC big box expansion is exciting. It's Forever Evil. You get to play as the bad guys, and of course you're going up against the superheroes. So it flips the dynamic. So the set is going to be out in like October, I suppose, and it uses a lot of card destruction because they're bad guys. They're pretty destructive, and it also uses, for the first time, victory point tokens. You can now collect victory points during the game.
Very nice.
Yeah, so that's pretty fun. So I would say that's the next big stuff that's happening.
No more board games for a while?
You mean like classic move your piece around the board games?
Yeah.
We actually do have one in the works. I can't say anything about it. It actually is going to use like miniatures out on a board. So kind of in the Mice and Mystics style of miniatures on a board. So
Mice and Mystics, that wasn't a hit.
It's not Mice and Mystics. I'm just trying to relate it here.
I tried getting them to flip.
That's Plaid Hat.
I know. That's a different.
Probably shouldn't mention other game companies, but just to give you a taste of
I think it's
what
good that they can associate with something.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not advertising for them, so.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks, Matt. It's been a good chat.
Thank you.
Fun. I look forward to more stuff from you in the future.
Awesome. Thank you.
Have a good show.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for watching. Maybe you'll see this tonight. No problem. I got a video up this morning. I'm so happy.